perfectly, so we don't burn up and we don't freeze. So I say to you, the first thing, who possibly could be our head coach in the game of life is God. And think about this earth. As complicated as it is, where there's an earth, there has to be one. An earth maker. Okay? We're no accident. What a terrible thought that would be. Okay? And that's the decision all of us have made up to this point. Do you even believe something blew up and we got here? And somebody made it. All right. We talked about who could be our head coach? God. All right, what's the second thing you got to have a great football team? Yeah, players, man. I had great players. Art Boone, Joe Gibbs, okay? I had all those guys. Here was the deal. As the coach, I cared about my players. I wanted to help them to be the absolute best they could be. That was my goal. All right. Does God care about you and I? You know what it says in His Word? This book right here, I'm going to show you. Okay, this is the book He left for us. God had one. He loved you and me so much. When we sinned, which we did with Adam and Eve, He allowed His only Son to come to this earth. He lived a perfect life. And He allowed Him to go to that cross, taking your sins and my sins, so that we could have forgiveness of sin. Okay? To that cross. And so you think about that. Okay? A loving God, one Son, and He allowed Him to come to this earth for you and I. Okay? I can remember my first waiting outside that delivery room for JD, my first son. Okay, I'm waiting out there. I heard him crying. They brought him out, put him in my arms. As soon as they put him in my arms, I swear to you, he went just like this. His eyes went right to mine, and it was like he was saying, "Coach, let's get it on." And that's what we've done, okay? So many of you have what? Kids, grandkids. You know how valuable that is. So God says in His Word, He had one Son. He sent Him to this earth. He allowed Him to go to a cross. And think about this. He says He would have done that had it only been you or just me on this earth. Do we have a God that cares about us? Absolutely. All right. Okay, we're thinking about life now, and you and I are playing the game of life and comparing it to football. So far, we got a head coach, and we got a head coach that cares for us. All right, the third thing, you know what I love about football? Man, I got to tell you, it's a clock is ticking. When we play the game, we got 6 days to get ready. We'll go out on the field. There's a clock out there ticking. And at the end of that 60 minutes, we've won in football. Won or lost. I love that. We're not guessing. Okay, today we're going to have how many laps here? And at the end, somebody's going to win. We don't have to guess. I love that about sports. Okay, and if you think about that, is there a clock ticking on you and I? I lost my dad. I say lost. He went to be to heaven at 74. I lost a little spiritual father I had in Fayetteville, Arkansas at 78. The last year I coached the Washington Redskins. I coached one of the greatest athletes to ever play in the NFL, Sean Taylor. Okay? Sean was 24 years old. Heard something in his house. Went downstairs to defend his family against a break-in and lost his life. 24 years old. So is there a clock ticking on you and I in the game of life? Yeah. Absolutely. And we don't want to do what? We don't want to lose that game. That last tick for you and I, we don't know where it's going to come. or when it's going to come. I'm 84. You're supposed to say you don't look it. I'm 84. Hey, I got a friend, thank you. I got a friend that says he's 86. He goes, Joe, we're playing in the fourth quarter on house money. I told him, Norm, I'm not going back in the huddle. I'm in a 2-minute offense. How long do I have? How long do you have? Sean only had 24 years. So the point is, before that last tick, for you and I, we want to make sure week one in the biggest game we'll ever play, the game of life. Okay?
Yeah.
Woo! Hey, that takes us to the fourth thing and the last thing I want to compare about playing the game of life, you and I, with football. Okay? When I came in on Mondays to coach the Redskins, what was the most important thing I had to do? Man, I had to craft a game plan.